Okay, so we get a lot of questions about wrist injuries from bodyweight sports, high impact sports, tumbling, gymnastics, crossfitters, Olympic lifters, what have you. And we've put together a series of mobility, strengthening, flexibility, and hypermobility exercises you can do several times a week. You know, before you start your workout is good. Once through the whole thing, and at least once after. A couple of times a week you should do 3 rounds of it just continuously. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start in a neutral position. Always begin with most of your weight on your knees. As you can see, I can take my hands off because we want to gradually increase weight on our wrists. They're very unstable joints, and we want to make sure that we're not going to overload them anymore than we need to. Okay, so pit of your elbow, I want to force this in on this position, okay? We're going to slowly lean over our hands, feeling the stretch, elbows locked out, pits facing in, pressing through gently. Keeping those fingers nice and flexed, if you can see that, and gripping the ground, okay? Rocking back, rotating hands out, so thumbs are facing forward. Again, pits of elbows facing in. Slowly shifting to each side, a few seconds hold, just gently increasing the distance of that stretch each time. And finally, reverse it, so thumbs out to the side, and you're going to slowly ease back, just sitting back onto your heels and leaning away. I'll turn sideways so you can see this. Thumbs out to your sides, slowly leaning back. Cool. Once you've done this, we're going to return back to our neutral position, but instead of hands being up, we're going to rotate them over this time. Okay, so on the flats of your hands, completely spread out. You're going to force the elbow pits forward for this one, and then slowly rotate them back, and forward and back. Just rotating them through this position here. Okay, do this 6 or 7 times. It's going to create some gliding for the radius, so it's going to help us loosen things up. Then over to the top, slowly leaning forward, very gentle rocks. This is a very, very delicate angle that we're stretching on here, so we don't want to rush it. Then finally, hands, fingers pointing back to our knees, pits of your elbows facing forward as much as possible. And slowly just shifting back, just like before, slowly rocking back on the heels. Just gradually increasing that stretch each time. We're going to return back onto our palms here. Now, with the same position, pits in, fingers all flexed out, we're slowly going to, keeping our hands stiff, press up on our fingertips. Can you see that? And slowly lower. Okay? Up and down. Keeping those fingers straight throughout, up to the tips. This is again why I'm saying keep the weight on your knees so you can control the intensity. You want to make sure you can feel it firmly, but so it's not too intense. Do about 10 reps of that. Hands facing forward. Pits of your elbow facing forward. Okay, same thing again. Up. Do that 10 times. Then reverse it. Fingers pointing back to your knees. And again. 10 times. Lastly, come over onto our neutral position on top of our wrists. For this, I want you to start very gently, okay? You're going to slowly curl your fist up, okay? So it's going from completely relaxed and open, flexing it into a fist. Elbows locked out. For our progressions, we're only going to use straight arms here. And slowly return to normal. And back up, and down, and up. Do this 10 times. Then fingers facing forward. Again, same thing. Just enough weight over your hands to create steady tension. 10 reps. Then fingers pointing back towards your knees. For this one, you really want to take some weight off. And again, 10. Elbows locked out for all of these exercises. Once you've done this, thumb on top of your wrist in the middle, index finger in the middle of your other side of your wrist, okay? Give them a nice pinch, quite firm, rotate that wrist. Other side. Stretching the hands out. Okay. And lastly, finish with a bit of finger play there, okay? So you're going to fingers on top of each other, hands to hand. Slowly brace them down and then flex them back. Shift them down a bit further so you get this kind of pattern. And you want to just pull those back there. There we are, so you can see. And other side. Nice little twist out and roll out. And there you have it. That is a wrist routine that's going to keep them nice and strong for whatever you're doing.